this is Monica Okami, and, uh, so, I'm sad. The past couple days, actually, it's more like the past week. The past week I've been recording on Mayhaven, and then I finally checked the footage, and it turns out I have not been recording on Mayhaven. So my frames were amazing. I started playing Minecraft in full screen mode, and it was awesome. And it turns out the reason it was so awesome is because my stuff, it was only recording my voice, and it was just a black screen, and that made me really sad. So I've got some things to catch you guys up on. It turns out the way that I have to record is the way that I've been recording, so yay, sucky frame rates! Yay! Me and Zero, we pulled some pranks, and it was awesome because Aura, she hates coarse dirt, and we filled her house with coarse dirt, and then we covered it in coarse dirt, and there was no house left over. It was bad, and, Zero put a sign, and it said, avalanche, or something along the lines of that. There was an avalanche, rock slide, whatever, and Aura got on, and she was furious, and it was great, because that's what you want. And, she used that coarse dirt to build a penis on my house, which was easy to remove, and then she used the rest of that coarse dirt to build a giant penis on Zero's house, and that was hilarious. So yeah, unfortunately it's been removed now, so I can't go show it to you even if I wanted to. We also held a purge, and it was a bow purge. We could only use bows, and we didn't have arrows because we didn't have chickens, and we don't have feathers, and you kind of need that for arrows. The only arrows we had were from killing skeletons, and it seems the only person who was prepared for this was Zero. He had a nice bow and tons of arrows, and basically he killed everybody, and it got to the point where I was so frustrated I was just beating people with my bow, like, forget this, and yeah. Zero was also chosen to be the priest, and he got a vision. He went through magical puberty, like Blue and Aura. He went through the change, you guys, and he went on this journey following himself to a chest on the island that Sick Umbrella Bro is on, and Capsize was gone. Her boat has been gone, and I noticed, and I asked Blue about it, and Blue didn't know. And then Zero got, he got this vision, and there was a chest with a book and some grog, and we read the book, which, if it's still there, I'll go and read it to you guys. Basically, Capsize is gone. She left. She needs to find out what happened to her brother, and she's going to go see if Alva knows. She's hunting down Alva because Alva left, and I don't know where Alva's going. She also mentioned in the book that Farmer Steve mentioned Sparkles, and she remembers him, and she loves him, and I don't remember all the details, but yeah. Then Zero rejected his priest offer, I guess. He said he didn't want to be priest anymore, and Dianite was offended by this because Dianite recommended him to be the priest. And then Zero was offended by that because he was like, "Oh, you don't want me to be a follower of yours?" And it was just drama. And now they're kind of like mad at each other. I don't know. So Zero is not the priest. And then almost immediately another priest showed up. Sir Fish Farley. It's a foreign name. I don't know. I think it's Swedish. And if I remember correctly, wasn't there a priest in the first season named that? Who was like at the Ionite, at the end temple for Ionite or something? I don't know, but his skin is different, so I don't know if it's him. It might be him from another dimension. I don't know. He showed up, and he is a precious little cinnamon roll. He was he's kind of poor. His old village, they used wood for everything. He never uses iron. When he found out we used diamond gear, he was like, "What? What? You do what?" And we started building him a house, and he was like, "Hay is good. I'll lay on some hay." And we were like, "No, we'll give you carpet." And he's like, "What's carpet?" So he is we're spoiling him, okay? We're spoiling him. The girls are already like all over him because like he's so precious. And there is a book on him that I will read. I believe I still have it. Also, the thing that I was building, it has been opened as the Diamond Hoe! Yes! It was supposed to be the Dine at Night, but it turns out we already have a Dine at Night. Giggles rebuilt the one from the original season 1, and I don't know where it is, but I'd assume it's in the desert, but I haven't. I went and saw it because I TP'd to her, but I have no idea where it is. So I opened mine as just the Diamond Hoe, and it's pretty great. We all partied there, Aura did some dancing, Dianite showed up, I tried to dance for him, and it was awkward, and then Aura's drawing it now, and that makes me even more awkward, because I can't dance. And then, Ionite chose Blue as her leader, so yay! We were all kind of betting it would be Blue. Dianite still has to pick hers later. That's gonna be weird. I feel like Mionite is gonna choose Red, because Red's kind of been sucking up to Mionite. Oh yeah, speaking of Mionite, he's freaking here. And he's crazy. He's crazy, okay? So, Mionite, he comes on, and the first thing he's like is, "Wizards, where are the animals?" And, you know, Alfie's like, "I don't know, there've never been animals, I don't know what you're talking about." And Mionite's like, "Dianite did something to them," and I'm like, "Dude, that's not even what he's doing. That's not even his responsibility. Like, you're the overworld dude, and you've been gone. Like, why wouldn't the animals disappear? You've been neglecting your terrain." And then he starts blaming it on Farmer Steve. He's like, "Farmer Steve must have killed them all for Dianite." And it's like, Farmer Steve is the only one who's actually given us any animals. Like, where the fudge have you been, sir? And then, like, the next day, we have animals! Guys, we got animals! And I can't wait to show you. But yeah, I'm super excited for the animals, because now I can get levels super easy, and I can get leather and start enchanting books, and we can get OP, and I'm super excited that we have animals, but, you know, I'm not thanking Mionite for that. Mionite's freaking crazy. I asked Ionite, like, "How's your brother been lately?" And she's like, "He's not been himself." And I'm taking that as Mionite is cray-cray. Also, I looked at his skin in the tab list, and he's got, like, his face is messed up. Like, half of it has, like, a red eye and stuff, and I think Sage got to him. She got to the end, and she got to him. So, I don't trust Mionite. I don't. Like, his followers are cool. I'm building Chance a house right now, which I'll go show you in a second. But Mionite's freaking crazy. So, yeah. To the game now. Okay, guys, so I'm just spawning into the world, and, yeah, this is, Chance's house. It looks okay so far. He likes it, which is what matters, I guess. But, he might have to deal with me constantly coming over to, work on it some more. 'Cause I don't consider this even close to being finished. But, maybe he won't get on, or something. We still gotta do the roof. I only just started the roof, so, yeah. Something else. There's Sir Farfaley. Yeah, Sir Lee, Sir Fish Fillet. I'm gonna go home real quick, so that I can read. Oh, okay, those are the animals. I was like, what is that sound? Okay. Aura just dropped a chest here, and I don't really know why. Let me see. Here's the book, yeah. So let me read this book to you for a second. Sir Farfaley, known as Lee, was a 24-year-old apprentice priest. He followed the elder of the village until he passed away by illness and old age. When the elder died, Lee became the new elder of the small... I'm assuming that's supposed to say small village. The resources were very scarce. The most they could ravish was stone tools, and when iron was found, it was the most expensive. It was a very lucky day for the village. The iron tools were only meant... They misspelled meant! The iron tools were only meant if a cave ever collapsed on them. One day, Lee was out getting herbals, herbs, probably, for the village, he went far out into a small field that had had a small amount of herbs. Okay. I should quit criticizing their grammar. That could be used for medical needs. I'm having trouble reading today. When he was there, he found a young female collecting herbs too. She was very clean compared to him. She was very pretty to Lee, and he would gaze out and stare at her. Eventually she realized, and he looked away and began to return to the village. When he returned, a group was gathered around one of the huts. He ran towards it and looked for what was wrong. 4 children have died from a severe illness. Right in front of his eyes. He felt ashamed. He felt as if it was his fault for wasting time back at the fields. The parents yelled and screamed it was his fault and constantly said, "This wouldn't have happened if you were just as good as the elder, if only—" The village soon shunned him without his notice. The village began to only use him after the children's death. That doesn't really make sense. After Black Day, as it was called, he still continued to heal elderly folk and the younger generation with his herbs and medical supplies. Yet, to the villagers, it wasn't enough. Few months passed after Black Day. He went out on his normal path to the fields. The young woman was there, and again he stood near a tree, admiring. Eventually she saw him doing it again, and she was frightened and ran away. It shocked him. He smelled himself, making sure he didn't smell that bad, and thought he was good enough for the lady. He told himself it isn't the time for this, and continued to grab his herbs, and went back to his village. That day, a woman was screaming for help, running into the village, and it was the young female Lee was very fond of. He rushed over to her and asked, "What is wrong?" She said they were attacked. Many of the men were hurt and bleeding, and she couldn't stop the bleeding. She was afraid of the worst and asked him for help. He rushed over to her village with her. By dusk they made it to the village, and a few of the men were still covered in blood and breathing heavily, some not breathing at all. He tended to their wounds until dawn. He left some medical supplies and insisted he must return to his village, but the village insisted for him to stay and thank him for what he has done. He stayed for lunch and left by noon. As he was packing up much of the stuff they gave him as gifts, the young female walked up to him and gave him a small kiss on the cheek and thanked him for what he did. He nodded and started to walk away, and eventually ran away in excitement. He showed up at his village by dusk, and the freaking sheep. Shut up! Shut up, cows! Shut up, sheep! He showed up at his village by dusk, and the folk of the village were holding pitchforks and torches. He stood there in shock, and was confused. Oh, he left. Bye, I was reading about you. As he tried to speak, a child threw a rock at him and made him bleed from his head. He asked what he did to upset the village. 5 more children died as well, as the 3 adults died overnight. They never woke up. Their symptoms were only a slight cough. He thought the herbs he left for them would help, yet it was the herbs that killed them. The herbs are usually poisonous during bloom, until they've withered away for a month after bloom. The poison stays within the flower. He picked them too early without noticing. He was the reason they died. He was ashamed. He looked at everyone and admitted it was his fault. He felt as the woman was the distraction. If he was more focused on herbs more than her, this would have never happened. The village demanded for him to leave, and leave all the medical supplies there. He did as they asked, and he turned away and walked away in shame. He went back to the fields and laid in the grass, looking up at the stars, yet he began to hear footsteps as it was the young woman he saw before. She asked him, "What is wrong?" and he immediately began to burst into tears. She tried to comfort him, but He kept repeating to himself, "I'm a sinner." She got him to calm down and took him to her village. She hid him inside a very small hut that was used for hay storage. She told him to sleep there until she's talked to the elder and about the townsfolk about him living within the village. She visited him every time she could, bringing him food, always talked among each other. Finally, the day came when the village accepted him. He asked if he was allowed to work with the medical field or be with the High Elder and tried to continue his work as a priest. They denied it. She told him he must earn trust before getting close with the Elder. He understood and worked with the young woman when she goes to the fields and collects supplies. Months pass. Everything is going well, very smooth. He was able to meet with the Elder and discuss the possibilities he could do when he could earn his trust. Lee finally started to enjoy life again. Once more he felt welcome to the town. The next day, out in the fields, helping the woman out, he looked at her and asked her if he could marry her. He isn't an elder, so it's still possible. She agreed and said yes to him. At dusk he asked her family for her hand in marriage. They all accepted him. It was a very happy night. They threw a small party for their new news. He went back to his hut after the night was almost over, as the sky began to get brighter. He lays in the hay and goes to sleep. During his sleep, a man walks into his hut and stares at him. The man leaned down and cut his throat and writes something in the dirt. Morning came and the woman came to greet him, but instead of greeting, it was screaming. She screamed in fear as everyone rushed around. Lee was dead, covered in his own blood, with a slight smile on his face. The village was in shock. It was in shock, and asked everyone to leave the area as a way they saw the message within the dirt. This is what happens to sinners that kills families. So, there's something else going on here, because I don't see why Sage would leave that message. That's kind of a bizarre message. I don't know if I'm supposed to put that book somewhere specific, but for now, let me see. Do I got my diamond stuff? Oh, I do have my diamond stuff on, except for my boots. I don't remember why I took those off, but I did. So, Feather Falling 4, Protection 2, Unbreaking 2, Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, Thorns 1, Protection 2. In case if you wanted to know what my armor was. Ah! Okay, so my frames are terrible. Do you see this? Do you see this magic? We got animals. We got sheep, we got bunnies, we got pigs, we got cows, we got a chicken in there somewhere. It's amazing. Like, you don't know what you got till it's gone, that's all I'm saying. Oh, there's a flying creeper. Let me see. Do I have a boat? I do have a boat. Haha. Because, Chance, he actually lives, like, right over there, so I just kind of boat my way to his house. But, since there's a creeper over there, I'm just going to use the boat to kind of avoid the creeper. I'm going to go see if, Capsize's book is still there, so that I can read it to you. Squid! Have you ever been so happy to see a squid in Minecraft? Oh, and there it is. Is the chest still there? No, it's not. So I can't read that for you. But, let us... What else did I say I was going to show you? I guess I already showed you Chance's house. Let me show you guys the diamond hoe real quick. And then... Oh, there's a chicken! Look at the chicken! Oh, there's a creeper. Don't look at the creeper. Just don't. Just, no. What creeper? I don't see a creeper. I don't know why this is here, but there's a cobble pillar there. Yeah. Don't know. Don't know. If I didn't mention it before, there was a cake parkour above spawn that we could all slash warp cape slash warp cake, and we could do parkour, and that's where a lot of my deaths have come from. It's fun though. It's a lot of fun. Oh, oh, it's loading in. It's loading in. You see them item frames with the diamond hose, and there's a bunny. I don't, I don't know what it is about the bunnies, but they freaking love the diamond hoe. Like they hang out here all the time. Aha! All right, let me, uh, freaking demon boat. Okay. Give me that back, because I need that. Oh, crap. That is deep water. Okay. Let me formally show you guys the diamond hoe, and I should really stock this place with some food for instances like this. Ooh, an egg. Ooh. Why is it evil? Should I not trust this egg? Why is it evil? Okay, so from the bridge. It's the diamond hoe. Do the hoe down, hoe down. And it's just like, welcome to the diamond hoe. We got a little bar here. We got some seating. And yeah. Don't know why I stepped there. We got the first floor pole right there. It looks nice. And we got another little bar over here to sit at with some stools. There's just like a little corner booth over here because I like private booths in the corner. That's a place where I can make any deals with that. Oh, for a second, is there a sheep up there? Is there a sheep up there? Is there? What? What? Why? Why? I'm tempted to kill you, but we just got animals and I don't want to take it for granted. So we got thrones here for each of the gods. Obviously that one's Mayanite. That one's Dianite. Hey. This one is Ionite, and this one is Martha. But I guess, you know, with Ionite and Martha, I'll just let them pick their seats, because it's a very similar seating. So yeah, I twerked there for Dianite, and it was very awkward, and I don't think either of us was happy with it, so yeah. Now I don't really have much to do. So I think I'm going to... I guess I could show you guys, like, where Fish Fillet is living. Oh, also... /warp Wiz HQ. Oh, snap! I'm warping. I'm actually warping. So the wizards built a thing. And it's amazing! Holy crap, look at this bridge! Ugh. Beautiful. And there's fire. I wish I had food. I need to get food. Oh! Alfie has something for Red from Mayanite. I'm willing to bet that Red becomes the freaking Mayanite leader. Hi, pig. Hi, other pig. I have no levels. I think I died while working on Chance's house. But now levels aren't really a big deal. Okay. Can this chunk load? Can this chunk load so that you guys can see the awesomeness? Holy crap, look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, the detail, man. And then this is just like not loading in. Yeah. Okay, so they got this really cool tree of life thing going on here. Why can't all the chunks around me just load? Oh, it's all purpley. Man, it looks phenomenal. Oh, it's so, like, jihugic, too. Like, oh, I wish I could build like this. And then they got the cool, like, bridge supports. Oh my gosh. Dang! Dang! It's just like, this is just the bridge. Like, imagine the actual building. Oh, what did Red get from Mionite? Why is it just like the right side is having trouble loading in? Like, what? Oh, I can't wait for this to be done. Like, oh my gosh. And then we got some foresty stuff here. Coming soon, wizards. There's also this thing, like a symbol that's up in the sky, and I want to be able to show it to the people. There was a guy who was seeing this with me for the first time, and he kept saying, like, how the fudge are we supposed to get up there? And it's like, it's for the wizards. They fly. Of course. They don't need stairs. And there's a beacon. It's purple. Oh, the symbol's coming in. Would you look at that? Holy cow, that's massive. Okay, well, I need to go get some food. So for now, I think that's good. Aura gave me just like a ridiculous amount of doors because she kept freaking breaking these doors down, and I don't know why. It's just like, why? What did I do? Besides cover your house in dirt. What did I do? Maybe I'll just move that chest outside and make it like a mailbox or something. Oh yeah, let me put that in my inventory because I'm gonna do something funny with that for Chance. So, Chance, the guy that I'm building a house for, he is on the Mayhaven Skype chat. And I normally don't pay attention to it, but one time I did, and Chance just like posted a picture of a yellow flower, and he was like, I found a tiny flower. And it made me laugh, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put a tiny flower in his house. I don't know if I should go to Chance's house with this frame rate, because like mobs are always like there. So, meh, we're gonna do it. I can take mobs with this frame rate, probably not. Can't take them with the normal frame rate, so. Here comes the sheep, doo 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 doo. Oh. Here comes the squid, doo 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 doo. Oh no 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 no. Oh geez, this is what I was talking about. Freaking mobs all over his place, 24/7. Light that stuff up, dude. Guess we're going back to my place. Which is right beyond this unloaded chunk. And there's a zombie. Here comes zombie. La da da da. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Minecraft screen. We have been spending far too much time here, I know. I just wanted to explain something real quick since my frames kind of suck right now and I'm working on getting a better computer. I figure for now this series is just gonna kind of be progress reports. Just kind of little highlights on what's going on in the story until I can actually do a full let's play like I want to. Just kind of, you know, not just for you, but for me. I'm mainly making this for me, just so I can look back and see, you know, how things are going in this series, how much progress me and the other people have made. Because the world has come quite a way since the first day, and I wasn't even there the first day, but from my first day, even, like, we didn't have shrines when I first started. We didn't have a lot of things. And yeah, this is just kind of me enjoying myself. Uh, don't don't feed avocados to parrots. Yeah. Yeah. So, just wanted to update you guys because there's gonna be a couple more clips. So I'm gonna do little clips from every time something big happens. I'm just gonna kind of update my videos on it. Um, there was another purge. I got 4 kills, which is like a personal best for me because I don't really PvP, so it's kind of new to me. But yeah, I killed 4 people. That was nice. Also, me and Dianite had a one-on-one talk, and he's kind of freaking out. He's kind of worried, not freaking out, but he's worried about Sage. He's worried about his siblings. He says that he needs to protect Ionite and Martha, and I'm assuming Mionite too. And I asked him some questions about Sage's past, and he told me a lot of things that I was surprised to hear. He told me that Sage was adopted by their parents, and his dad, the world historian, gave her her powers. She gained some followers as kind of like a demigod, and her followers always went missing. Later on, she killed their mother with the sword that she was crafting, which I'm assuming is the Kikoku. I hope I said that right. She still apparently has the blade, and she stole their mother's time powers by killing her. So we kind of came to the conclusion to assume that she can kill things and take their powers, which he thinks that's what she was doing to her followers. He thinks that's why they went missing, because she killed them. Also, we blew up Angel's house. The house that I pranked with the big heart and saying it was Victoria's Secrets and stuff. We decided to blow that up, and it made Sage very mad. She started giving us blood moons, which is not fun. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks that we have blood moons now. Yeah. I did some enchanting though, because I went and did a bunch of mining. Because who wants to hang out with the mobs during the blood moons? Like, that's no fun. I also found a really cool way to farm levels, so that's awesome. I still need to move like a bunch of my farms underground, but I do have a chicken farm going, so that's great. I just logged on and apparently someone's in trouble. I was gonna say I'm sure he has his reasons, but I don't know. By the way, uh, Rainbow put something outside of my house. I'm probably gonna have to stop recording because of these frames, just so I can go see what's up with Dianite, 'cause apparently there's stuff going down, but he built a fan art. I guess it was already a fan art and he rebuilt it. He put it outside my house and it is huge. Like, that's my nether portal. That's his build. Holy cow. So I'm gonna go see what's up, and yeah. Apparently stuff is up, but first, let me see if I can, introduce you guys to my baby. 'Cause I have a baby, you guys. I gotta hide it in a safe place, 'cause I know a few people have already said that they want a dog like mine, and I know that they can't get it because I tamed it. But, I wanna make sure that it's safe. So I'm gonna hide it somewhere that I think is safe. But I don't really know if it's safe or not. But yeah, let me introduce you to my dogs. And oh, this is Dire Wolf. He was a hell wolf. He was like on fire and stuff. But now he's normal. That's weird. Hmm. And we're back in the world of Mayhaven. I have something else to show you guys besides, Sans up there. So first, I have dogs all over the place now because I need dogs. Two, let's just ignore the fact that the world isn't loading in. Two, the wizards built everybody a mailbox, and that's a bunny. For some reason, I thought they gave me a second mailbox. Still getting used to the mobs here. But yeah, they used heads for little mailboxes, and that's super cool. I was actually going to get on here and build myself a mailbox, so I'm kind of happy that they did it for me. But yeah, they just had an announcement that basically, you can read it for yourself. The wizards are now taking payment to build builds. You know, you can pay them to build like a crazy house, and that's pretty much it. Apparently their expenses are very pricey. They're very expensive. I don't think I phrased that right, but we're gonna move on and ignore that. So yeah. That's all I wanted to add today. Yup. Alright, this is the end of the video. Sorry if the video was kind of choppy, but I think that's how I'm gonna do it with this series. I'm just gonna do little progress reports in my videos until I can actually, like, until my computer can handle Minecraft and I can do a proper Let's Play. But this is just kind of for me right now, just so I can look back and see the story that the people are writing, because it's pretty cool. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Bye-bye.